Whew, not a way. That is not a way to start off the new year. I'm already ready for a nap. Happy New Year, everyone. How is everyone doing? A ding, a ding, ding. My first stream, and I'm a little bit late. A ding, 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 ding. Markets are open. Markets are screaming. A little burp. A little New Year's burp. All right, so try to have a little bit more structure this new year. You know, New Year's resolutions and all that. So we'll take a quick look at the markets. We'll take a quick look news at the headlines. We could check out Twitter and we can shoot the S. My goals going forward are to follow these simple, easy rules and try and keep it between like 30 and 45 minutes. And then that way, maybe I can get a little Python in before I go to work. That ain't going to happen today. And, you know, more streams at night. Try and keep them both between like 30 and 45 minutes. But, you know, sometimes we're going to go off the rails depending on what's going on. If you like the content, be sure, as CryptoVisor says, hit that absolutely free like button and subscribe. I give some of the best alpha in crypto and stocks and options, you know. Anyway, we got some Solana news. I know there's a lot of people beating their chests and getting all excited about Solana. When there's fire, you know the expression, when there's smoke, there's fire. When there's fire, there's fire. There are some interesting news predicaments or interesting updates, let's say, that we'll dig into today on that. What? Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed your vacation. I definitely enjoyed mine. I got a little surprise for you too. Yeah, I got a little surprise for you. Yeah, back to the grind, man. It was a nice long vacation. I'm trying to get that motivation. I got some stuff I got to get done, and I'm not in the mood to do it. So, time to put our big boy pants on. Time to be adults until we make it crypto rich, and then we go decide where we're gonna get our compound and live the rest of our life. Point break, right? Point break style. During the winters, we buy crypto. During the summers, we surf and spend the crypto. Anyway. I know you like to tune in and out, so be sure to pay attention when I show you your surprise. I'll be, hey, Retro, check this out. Anyway, we're going to talk about Solana. When there's fire, there's fire. Look, I'm not saying Solana can still, they still could succeed, right? I don't think they're going to. I think it's just going to be another one of those altcoins. I have a lot of reasons for this. Another one of those. Most altcoins don't make it through they don't make it to the second bull run. A lot of them disappear. We've seen this time and time again. There's a lot of reasons why I think Solana is going to see the same fate. Anyway, we'll get into that a little bit. And we're going to talk about some huge Cardano Avax. Cardano Avax are becoming... There's a partnership there. There's traditional-ish type banking going to happen on both these chains. I'm really excited about a little bit of misinformation accidentally put out there about one of these great Cardano projects I'm really excited about. We'll get into that. Anyway, let's pop onto the markets real quick and we'll get right into those news stories. Right now, crypto's pumping. People are getting a little excited again, getting a little too excited. Right? I'm not saying with 100% certainty that the bottom's not in, but I still feel very, very confident that it's not. If I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. No one knows. A lot of people act like they know. I don't think it is, right? And I've given a million and 10 million reasons why that's the case. Maybe I'll give a few more today. Anyway, the stock market was, last night it opened up and then it went down and then it opened up this morning And then it was up big not too long ago. The Nasdaq was up like 120 points. The E-mini S&P, I'm not sure, maybe 30. Those are starting to cool off a bit. A lot of volatility. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? I don't really see it screaming to the upside. Why? What? Why would it scream to the upside? What's going on out there that it's going to scream to the upside? One good reason why the market, other than it's potentially oversold. I mean, very, very short term oversold, but I don't know about medium to long term oversold. It looks like it's starting to bleed back down. Let's see what we have. Gold up $25. Man, gold's doing really well, up to $18.50. Pushing for new all-time highs. We have silver up 64 cents, $24.68. Will silver hit 25? I recall it being like $40 during the Great Financial Crisis. There's no way, right? I don't know if there's I don't know if there's any way to figure that out. I don't know if there's any way to figure out what the all-time high in silver is. Let's see, $140. What the hell? That was in the 70s. Yeah, right after the Great Financial Crisis, this thing screamed. It was insane the pump this thing had. It did get up to actually actually $52. Yeah, I would just remember it being like cray. All right, let's see, bonds. What are bonds doing? Up almost 2 full points, 126.28. That is good for the good kids. That means inflation's probably chilling. Data kind of shows that anyway. If bonds stay steady, it should be good. The Fed should start easing up. The real question is, people don't know. We've heard people talk about the crash always happens after the Fed pivots. There could be a flush out then. Fingers crossed. Ow. I really took a chunk out of my thumb yesterday. Anyway, fingers crossed, man. I still think we need one more capitulation to really shake this out. It's possible people are just waiting, sitting on the sidelines, waiting. Retail, not much retail is buying right now. It's going to be when the big money probably starts buying. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they need retail to step in a little bit and let them get the first 5, 6, 7, 10% out of the way, and then big money steps in. For me personally, I feel like we've had some decent capitulation, but we need that one last big come to you know who capitulation. Tesla. Oh my goodness, Tesla. Tesla's down $8 on bad news. This is because they didn't meet expectations, really. They delivered 1.3 million cars last year, record breaking for the year. Margins are still good. And they did this when people weren't spending money. People stopped spending money, and Tesla delivered one. They're on pace. Like, you want to talk about a buying opportunity? Tesla, look, just like crypto, the bottom might not be in. There's a lot of factors out there that could Tesla go down a lot. Elon can be getting margin called, and he might have to sell more shares. That's a lot of sell pressure. That's been a lot of sell pressure. I don't try and time tops. I don't try and time bottoms. If I were in the stock market, like I recently bought Tesla. What did I recently buy this at? I bought 10 shares at $156. I could have waited and got it cheaper. I could have waited and possibly got it a lot cheaper. So we're just going to have to see how that plays out. Can I buy more Tesla right now? It kind of looks like I can. Let's see how this goes. Only like 4 shares, 5 shares, but hey. sometimes this Tasty Works is just a little too hard to use. What the hell, man? I just want to buy some stock. Where's that stock button? And they keep moving shit around. I thought, oh, stock? Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can buy 5 shares. It does not have sufficient buying power. See if we can buy 4 shares. Doesn't have sufficient buying power. Let's see if we can buy 3 shares. It says I have like $539. All right, I don't. Cash. It says I have $593. So you think I'd be able to buy 3 shares. Let's see if I can buy 2. I'm not going to buy 2. I just want to try and understand. Does not have sufficient buying power. Do I have some options going on here? No. Anyway, that's the Tesla. That's the stock market situation. Let's pop on over to crypto. Take a look at that really quick. Like I said, Bitcoin is pumping 16,768. It's really, a lot of people are getting excited. It's really up against a lot of resistance right now. We got the sideways triangle. What do they call that in TA? Symmetrical triangle? Is this a symmetrical triangle? It's up against that. Barely holding on. It's also pushing up against the 20. We got the 50 right there. This is on the daily. And then we got the 200 way up there. I can't fathom getting bullish Bitcoin until it breaks above the 200, retests, and then continues to go up. And even then it could break down. But for me, you're just trying to catch a falling knife right now. That's really all it is. So this could be the bottom. This could have been the bottom. I think best case scenario, it's been sideways for a while. Best case scenario for me is, we got our boys Capo and Tony, that Tony bro, saying we got another capitulation. I'm in their camp. Best case scenario for me, this happens and we can buy a bunch of crypto cheap. I do have some money on Coinbase. Going to be adding more money there. I already have I have a buy order in to buy like 33,000 Cardano at 15 cents. I can only hope it hits that. I go to bed dreaming Cardano hits 5 cents. I'm looking to pick up Ethereum at like $500, $600, $700. I'm looking to pick up Bitcoin at $10,000. I'm ready to scoop it up. I want to buy some Atom. I want to buy a shitload of Atom, but I want to get it at like $5. Just one just hard capitulation. That's all I ask for. If I miss the bottom, I miss the bottom. There'll still be opportunities. I don't mind. I would much rather catch like this hard capitulation and really get a fat bag. But if it's obvious the bull run's on and I have to buy crypto 10, 20, 30% higher right now, yeah, so be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making money. All right. If I thought maybe crypto is only worst case going to go down like another 10, 15, 20%, I'd probably just buy now, right? But when I think it could go down 50, 60, 70%, especially on the altcoins, I'm going to take a shot. What do I got to lose, right? My strategy does not need to be your strategy. And again, I could be wrong. Do not forget, I already have a big bag in crypto. So I got that dry powder. I got that powder dry on the sidelines, and I'm ready to go. All right, so Solana, FIFI, Bobana, Solana. A bro from Coinbase. This guy at Solana store said they stopped accepting Sol as a payment. That was not the news I'm going to talk about. Nostradamus PhD, still not blue. If you're not following me, at Nostradamus on Twitter. The hits just keep on coming when it comes to Solana and what FTX and Alameda were doing to prop this up. Connor, this is a bro that works for Coinbase, but I sometimes post publicly available blockchain data. All of my posts are owned and not the views of my employer. He's a director at Coinbase. I don't really know what that means. I mean, I kind of know what that means. Anyway, there's on-chain evidence that SBF Alameda were behind millions of dollars of Solana NFT purchase in October of 21. That was quite a while ago. So that's just he just started looking and that's what he's found. Boosting trade volume and floor prices across multiple projects on Solana. I recently saw another post too where a guy was like, why are we looking at NFT volume? It can be easily gamed. And I'm not just talking Solana, I'm talking any chain. He talks about how projects have a certain amount, even on Cardano, a certain amount of money where they just boost the floor and they spend a certain amount of their budget on, buying and selling NFTs, driving the price up and just paying their little fee to the JPEG store or what have you, right? And if you think about it, it can be easily gamed and manipulated. Anyway, there's a lot of evidence. When he just first started looking, he said he hasn't had time to dig into it deeper, but he's off and he already has started the investigation. So it's going to be interesting to see what plays out here. To me, it's quite obvious that Alameda and FTX pumped up Solana to its all-time highs. It was very, very VC, and it was very, very well manipulated up to those points and then dumped on your face. Most probably a Ponzi from SBF himself or whoever is pulling the puppet. That's just, again, if there's fire, right? And this smoke is coming out in waves. So why take such a huge risk on something like that? Because at one time, and a lot of, I'm not even going to mention the person that thinks it's going to go to $1,000 in the next bull run. Look, I'm not even certain any altcoins are going to touch their all-time high this bull run, let alone do a 4x of their all-time high. $1,000 Solana would put it at like between $300 and $500 billion market cap. I just don't know if the economy, there's definitely a lot of money out there and anything's possible. I just don't know if the economy is going to push crypto to those kind of levels. Now, the last bull run in crypto was really weird because there's only a certain amount of money out there, but really, and we looked at this time and time again, the money just moved around. And this time around, it was a lot of shit coins, a lot of meme coins. We saw money flow into Shiba Inu. We saw money flow into Dogecoin. Both of them mostly a result of Elon Musk. So I recently had a friend ask me this weekend, like, what do you think of Shiba Inu? And I'm just like, ugh, how do you answer that? Like, it's a meme coin. But it could 10x in the next bull run. Who the hell knows? So I'm just like, man, you got to make your own decision. It's a meme coin. I don't buy it. I don't even want to give advice. Because it's advice. I'm just like, I'm not touching it, but I might be wrong. The shit might 10x. It's down that much. It's down to 10x because I bought $200 worth. It doubled. I took my $200 out. That $200 went back down to $20. So I guess it's down. I don't know. It's down a lot. Could it get another pump in the next bull run? Or is the bridge over? People tell you that these coins have utility. Community's utility, but I'm sorry, just because you pump out some NFTs and put up some yield farms, that's not utility. Going forward, it has to be real DeFi, right? And what I think Cardano is trying to build is real Fi, and we're going to look at a real Fi example of that coming to Cardano and Avax, right? We're talking real utility. Now, I'm not sure about Avax still. I think subnets don't make a lot of sense to me. They just sound like a gimmick. I have a lot of concerns with subnets. Maybe I'm wrong, but if someone has the answers for me, A subnet, as far as I know, is just a clone of Avax. So it's whole, like, and they just changed the name. You have to have your own validators, right? So what is the Nakamoto coefficient on an Avax subnet? How easily is it susceptible to a 51% attack? How easy is it to get enough nodes on there to make it fully decentralized? Well, let me tell you the answer to some of that. Avax will never be decentralized. Avax is a centralized entity, plain and simple. I don't think they're going to ever have enough. Maybe the main chain, right? And maybe eventually. I doubt it, right? I doubt it. It just. What am I missing? What am I missing? Solana was a centralized entity. They still are. I don't necessarily have a problem with the centralized identity. But that's one of the reasons I love Cardano. It's not centralized. Charles said it recently. He was asked by the Masari bro, why do you think Cardano gets so much blowback and bad press? And he's like, look, it's simple. Cardano doesn't have Ponzi-nomics. All these other chains, almost all these other chains, got money from big VCs that got the coins at a discount and then dumped them on your face. And there's a lot of examples of this. Solana's a big one. So if you're okay that a bunch of rich, slick bankers and VCs got rich off your stupidity, and, you know, as long as you can still make money, I guess, you know, NFT volume was pumped up. Anyway, this bro continues to talk. I did retweet this again. If you're following me at Nostradamus, he's digging into it today. Jim Cramer, breaking news. Jim Cramer, if you own Litecoin and Solana, I do think you're an idiot. I agree with him on Solana. Litecoin, yeah. Litecoin's going to get a pump. I don't know how much of a pump. Litecoin possibly has a future. You know, I've talked about it in the past. The only reason it's going up or going to get a pump is because of the having. It is four times the tokens. Can it become the silver of blockchain? Maybe. That's all Bitcoin really is to me, is a flight to safety and a great store of value. So can Litecoin become that eventually in the future? Will there be a supply-demand crunch in Litecoin? Possibly. We'll have to see how that plays out. For me, it's probably just better to buy Bitcoin right now. Anyway, not financial advice. SPF wallet. Here's some more information. He just started digging in. SPF wallet received 2 million, 15% of the circulating supply of radium shortly before announcing listing, plus perps on FTX. The white paper stated that the investor team tokens were supposed to be locked for 1+ years. SBF proceeded to LP, sell 80K, and send 1 million Ray to FTX that day. It's like one big freaking organized crypto crime is really all that's going on at Solana. Anyway, we'll have to see what this bro has coming forward in the upcoming days. Cardano Avax news. Holy shit, it's already 6:55 a.m. All right. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? Of course I saw that Bills player collapse. And Bitch Boy immediately tweeted, the NFL needs to suspend this game immediately. A player just died on the field. And I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you? Why would you tweet that? First of all, you don't know that he's dead. No, it was a very grave situation. I don't tweet that someone died on the field, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You're not a PhD. I am, by the way. You're not. Anyway, yeah, the guy had cardiac arrest. He's in critical condition. He's not dead. It's not. Apparently what happened to him, you usually die. So I forget what it's called, but the hit, he was lucky enough that the hit didn't kill him. He could still die. I'm not really religious, but my prayers go out for the bro. So yeah, I don't, obviously I don't want the guy to die. It did bring back some mixed emotions on about how I feel about football. I think it's a very, very, as much as I enjoy it, I think it's a very, very, like the fact that we have middle school kids and high school kids playing tackle football. It just, my freaking camera, man. There's not, you probably can't tell, but it's not, it's, anyway, it's just wrong, man. We got kids getting brain damage, brain trauma in middle school, developing brains, middle school, high, like, what are you supposed to do, right? Should the NFL poll time? Soccer bus says retro should start a poll. You guys got to remind me to do this. Should tackle football be canceled? Some good does come out of football. A lot of I say more cons come out of it than pros. Bob in the house, how you doing, brother? 2 votes. Yeah, I would vote yes. As much as I love football, it's a multi-billion-dollar sport that does way more harm than good. Anyway, Cardano, Meld news. The news is Meld. Someone says no. Probably Bob. All right. What is Ergo? No, that's not the news I'm looking for. Meld. I hate sports. Waste of time. I mean, everyone has their thing. I definitely don't hate sports. I do agree that it could be a massive waste of time, and most of it's too stressful, right? My team's the Chiefs. Watching the Chiefs play I'm a miserable son of a bitch almost all the time. But once every 50 years, you get a Super Bowl, and it makes it all worth it. 50 years of stress and high cortisol levels, and then you get that like 5 minutes of you're the greatest thing ever. Anyway, Bab. Meld has been a project over on Cardano. I've been kind of catching up with it. It had a little bit of FUD recently. It also had the 25 days of Meld during December. I really didn't pay much attention to it, but they made a few announcements. And Meld testnet is coming this month. I hear Liquid Finance testnet is also coming this month. There's a lot of partnerships, a lot of big things happening on Cardano. I think they're going to get their stride during this bear market, and a lot of TVL is going to come flooding into Cardano in the next bull run. Float. What? Like we got, I don't, fit something stringer is a useless poll. Honestly, football isn't, well, come on, bro. Like, I mean, aren't most polls useless? I don't know that it's a useless, yeah, with the hot takes. We got a couple new people in the house, it looks like. Is the algorithm pushing this out today? Did I find the secret shit on Solana and talk about Cardano? We are a huge, well, I say me. I'm a huge Cardano bull over here. There's typically more Cardano haters in the chat than lovers. We need Kurt in here to kind of even it out. I know Retro hates Cardano. I'm not sure where Ricky is. Ricky's a hard person to read sometimes. I can't remember if he likes Cardano or not. Anyway, I'm really excited for Cardano Meld. Let's see. It's been more than a year since the launch of Meld. I really didn't get involved in their ISPO or wherever where you could stake with them and they would give you Meld. I believe they started giving that money back, and all the ADA back, and then your Meld you got 20% of your Meld, and 80% is going to be unlocked over the next year. I believe how that works. Don't quote me. But let's see. It's more than a year, and the work done over the past year is finally paying off as Meld becomes an EMI. What's an EMI, you ask? I'm not really sure. With this, Meld Neobank is born. What's a neobank? You know what? I didn't know what the F a neobank was until yesterday. With plans to launch banking services coupled with a DeFi wallet, fulfilling the goal of bringing crypto and fiat together in a seamless user experience. Now, I have talked about numerous times, I can't wait for the blockchain to be my bank. Is it going to be something like what Meld is doing? Quite possibly. You know, there was a minute I thought it was going to be Anchor. I couldn't wait for Anchor to be my bank. Hindsight 2020. There's no hindsight. That was obviously a complete disaster. Is Meld and what Cardano with their algorithmic stablecoin going to do be a complete disaster? Meh, I don't think so. Anyway, EMI has something to do. Let's see. As a result of becoming an EMI, what does EMI stand for? What shitty journalism? Electromagnetic interface? What is EMI? The Meld Neobank takes a step closer to our vision of creating an ecosystem that empowers individuals to regain financial control, providing them with the tools and services they need to manage their money and crypto. As a result of becoming an EMI, the Meld Neobank will bring traditional banking services such as SWIFT and SEPA transactions, IBAN accounts, and debit cards to its users. So there's some things here that I still need to kind of Google. I mean, IBAN sounds familiar. What's an IBAN account? IBAN International Bank Account Number. All right. So you get an IBAN account number. What's a SEPA transaction? Single euro. Oh, so this is the European Central Bank. And SWIFT is obviously how the money transfer system between our banks and some other, like, is a powerful intuitive program. No. SWIFT Bank is a vast and secure messages system that allows banks and other I know it's the biggest like bank transaction system in the world for the most part. We got China, I forget what they call it, China, India, Brazil, Russia, someone else trying to overthrow and make their own SWIFT system. Anyway, this they're becoming a neobank, basically, and there's so what a neobank is basically checking and savings accounts. They don't give you loans. They don't do a lot of that stuff. I'm kind of excited for this, so we're gonna watch this out. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy a bunch of Meld, right? I'm just excited. This is real real utility coming to Cardano. They have other real utility on Cardano. We've talked about World Mobile Token. We haven't really talked about Singularity.net, but they're doing a lot of stuff when it comes to AI. That's really exciting. They also have a chain similar to Audios on Solana. Jam is on Singularity.net. Decentralized like music. I do think the future of like the music and movie industry is going to become, especially music, very decentralized. You promote via social media. There's some social medias that should emerge on decentralization. I'm not saying everything's roses and sunshine when it's decentralized. There's trade-offs to everything. So, but I do think, it's good to see, like I would love to build a platform that gave most of the money to the creators. I had enough to keep the people eating that, produce it and create it. But most of the money goes to the creators, right? Tom with the next new grift word, neobank. Are you saying neobank? Nah, bro. So, yeah, I didn't really know what a neobank was. Meld, be your own bank. But to give you an example, I did look this up. What is a neobank? This kind of grew in Europe. Chime, I think, is the biggest one. So I don't know if any, I've heard of Chime. A lot of these are in Europe, I believe. I think Chime's in the United States. Founded 10 years ago, San Francisco. Revenue 200 million a year. Total assets 5.8 billion. I mean, that's not that big. I have a bank in my city that's worth probably 1-2 billion. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. Again, being able to tie fiat on ramps to crypto, right? It's a start. Now, another thing to keep in mind, Meld is on Cardano. They're also moving to their own Avax subnet. So I don't know what that means. If there's going to be any kind of bridges back and forth, that could be really interesting. If so, there's going to be a bit of a concern there. I'm not sure how you bridge between Cardano and Avax. They might figure something out. It's probably going to be, I don't know what's going to come of that, but that's also bullish for Avax. That's real utility coming for Avax. Avax is on my list of, it's a bold statement. I don't know that they're going to survive. We'll have to see. I mean, eventually, why do some of these blockchains make sense if Ethereum solves scaling and the Ethereum gas fees become cheap? What is going to be the purpose of a lot of EVM compatible chains? Will Avax just become a side chain? Is it just going to be gaming? What is it going to be? Again, the whole subnet thing to me just seems like a big, fat, huge gimmick. And I see a lot of problems with it. I would love to talk to an Avax engineer to prove me wrong. Because like I said, I could be completely off base. All right, so anyway, that is the huge Cardano and Avax news. Meld, like I said, their testnet's coming out this month. They're doing it pretty slow. There still are some concerns with too much transactions happening at once on Cardano. So they don't want to release it kind of like Sunday Swap did. And then there was a lot of like bad stigma surrounding it. Cardano still has some things to like fine-tune their code, fine-tune the Plutus backend, continue the scaling with Basho. Which I don't. They're still working on scaling with Hydra this year, input endorsers, Plutus backend, Plutus application backend fine tuning. Then you got the projects figuring out the best way to do this, right? I hate to break it to you. First of all, Cardano already has a higher TPS than Ethereum. And Ethereum went through the same growing pains, and they're still going through the same growing pains. Still really high gas fees and still a really slow network. Everyone just expects Cardano to be like these crazy speeds. A lot of these other chains sacrifice speed for security. Look how well that's worked out for Solana. Another red flag for me. I recently just watched a video lately where a bro was heavy in Solana, and then he's not even a Cardano fan, but he listened to Anatoly or whatever the F his name is, say, we don't care about security, it's all about speed. And he attacked and called, Cardano slow and basically in GMI. And for me, again, there's things that are important to me, and I'm sticking to it, right? Now, I'm not all in Cardano. In fact, I talk about all the time how like I should probably take my existing bag and go all in Ethereum. If I'm being honest, I should maybe go like 80% Ethereum and 20% Polygon, right? Polygon is making a lot of moves, a lot of waves. But again, it's a centralized entity. So, I'm doing what I do. Ethereum, I don't know how centralized, decentralized Ethereum is. You hear different takes on that. There's definitely a lot of centralization in the top wallets. There's definitely a lot of banks accumulating and stacking the Ethereum. So it will become more centralized over time. But that's follow the money. Follow the USDC. Follow what's going to be, follow the money. Ethereum's almost a no-brainer at this point. Bitcoin's almost a no-brainer at this point. Cardano, there's reasons Cardano could fail. One of those reasons is the fact that all the big money is taking over Ethereum and Bitcoin. And you're an idiot. I hear BitBoy talking about all the time. Bitcoin was created for the people. Dude, come on. I'm not in Satoshi Nakamoto's head and what he really believed and really thought. There's one thought that Satoshi Nakamoto was like this James Bond villain, one of the world's biggest arms dealers, and he created it just to move money around, right? It's a real interesting and plausible story. There's another thought that, I don't know how Finney, I'm not a Satoshi Nakamoto expert, but if you honestly believe that something could be created on this planet and not eventually controlled by big money and governments, you're not a very bright person. And BitBoy talks about this all the time. He just says that for the clicks. I can't believe he's so naive that he believes that Bitcoin belongs to them. There is no currency on this planet that won't eventually be controlled. Like if Bitcoin is going to become the world reserve currency, do you think it's going to be mostly held by? No. Big banks, big money can get into it and do things like they're doing now. Manipulate you out of your Satoshis and manipulate them into cheaper prices. So all I can tell you is just be smart. It also takes a lot of balls because it's not a lot of fun watching it get driven down to basically find grains of sand. But stack Satoshis and don't get wavered out. Have your conviction. And in that way, you come out doing pretty good. That's how I look at it. I don't have any misconceptions that Bitcoin is going to be. Then they talk about generational change of wealth transfer, right? Yeah, some poor people are going to become rich. Some rich people are going to fade into obscurity. But at the end of the day, whoever that generational transfer wealth is going to go to people that are going to be corrupt, families that are going to be corrupt, and they're just going to try and stack more and more wealth. One of the hugest problems of capitalism. Capitalism brings our own greed before the benefit of the people. Capitalism might be our mass extinction event. As great as capitalism is, it's all about short-term gratification for the most part, right? Capitalism could be our mass extinction event. Nostradamus 2023. RealFi. Oh, Grifford, RealFi. Why are you so anti-GrillFi, Retro? Man, we are 45 minutes in. Said I wanted to keep these between 30 and 45 minutes. I'm not going to lie. This opening stream of 2023 was a banger. Like I said, be sure to, as Crypto Advisor, be sure to smash that absolutely free like button. Be sure to follow me at Nostradamus on Twitter. Be sure to, have a great week. Let's start off the New Year's great. Bitcoin, I'm seeing a little red in Bitcoin. We'll take a quick look at the markets and we're going to wrap this up. Bitcoin, 1665. What's happening here? Is the market fading? NASDAQ now down 70. Not surprised. E-mini S&P now down 13. Tesla down $100, down $12 to 111. The Bitcoin miners are green. I'm going to be honest with you. One of the biggest mistakes I've made in the last 2 to 3 years is investing in Bitcoin miners. Hindsight 2020, believing that Bitcoin this time is different. These guys can't keep the lights on. Some of them are going to fail, and they're only they have to sell Bitcoins and they have to dilute shares. So will this pay off? Well, if Hutmar and Riot are still around the next bull run and they can get to any kind of, good valuation, I'm getting the hell out of Bitcoin miners. I've had some crazy thoughts about these in the past. Like I said, I did a, greatest investments of 2023 and beyond the other day. Be sure to go check that out. I do think Coinbase and Tesla in the stock market have potentials to make you a lot of money in the future. None of this is financial advice, just what I think. And for the millionth time, I've been wrong and I could be wrong. But in the next bull run, Coinbase should flourish. There's no doubt in my mind Tesla is going to probably become the biggest company in the world worth multi-trillions of dollars. I cover this in great detail in that video. And then I think the best investment, period, bar none, hands down, is Cardano. I'm kidding. Psych, nah, it's Ethereum. Bitcoin becoming second. Charlie Kirk is implying Dumar's collapse was due to his Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, someone else said that. No, I'm sorry. Shut the F up. Shut the F up when it comes to this vaccine bullshit. Even if it was because of the vaccine, I don't know if there's any way to prove it. Who is Charlie Kirk? Look, I was very, very pro-vaccine. And like, I was really upset when it came to like people not getting vaccinated. But I was going based on the data I had. Now I'm considering that I was wrong. I don't know what to do. I've been triple jabbed. I'm probably not going to get another one. I'm speechless, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. Do I think it was a scam? No. I feel like this just getting me all kinds of trouble with YouTube algorithm. I think China, in combination with other countries, let the shit leak on accident. It leaked on accident. It caused what we got. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Real, true fear. No one knew, right? It had a really high death rate in the beginning. This probably just a precursor to some really gruesome disease that we let leak in a super lab later on in life. And it does wipe us out. If capitalism doesn't wipe us out, an asteroid doesn't wipe us out, Terminators don't wipe us out, Skynet AI doesn't wipe us out, maybe we'll create some super virus in the lab to wipe us out. Where's Jason? You mean Chillbaggins? Who's Jason? Are you talking about Chillbaggins? Like, I didn't know he was a vaccine expert, a doctor. Anyway, I don't know. Was his collapse because of the vaccine? No. His collapse was because he took a massive blow to the chest at a certain point when his heart was like at a certain beat, right? And I forget what that's called, but it usually causes instant death, right? Apparently, and this is coming from cardiovascular people, not me. I'm just repeating what they say. I'm not a medical doctor, right? But you can take a massive blow to the chest. It's the time somehow syncs to the time of the beat of your heart, and it could kill you, and it does kill you. That's all it was. Do you think the vaccine caused all that to happen? He got a vaccine shot, and then that caused his heart to magically beat at the same time. He took a massive blow to the chest. Who collapsed? Dr. Hoskins? No, bro. A fucking player in the game last night took a hit to the chest. He collapsed. He immediately got up, and then he immediately collapsed again. And then, for like 30 minutes later, they had to give him AED and CPR. BitBoy pronounced him dead on Twitter. Dr. BitBoy pronounced him dead on Twitter. Anyway, he's in Cincinnati, some Cincinnati level 1 trauma center in critical condition. Hopefully he's okay, right? It's not the first time someone there. I believe Dick Butkus killed someone in 71. You would think it probably happens a little bit more often, but they've definitely done a lot to make the game safer. Let's see. Players killed in NFL game. It definitely happens in high school and college a little bit. What the hell is this? Oh, yeah, they used to smoke and drink at like halftime. Look at this. The guy's smoking and drinking at halftime. Chuck Hughes, but that was in that era, coaches smoked on the sideline. Players smoked even at halftime at the Super Bowl. I think that's just a cola, though, not a beer. Mr. Callum in the house. How you doing, brother? So anyway, this bro died in 1971. He's a Chiefs player. You think I would have known that? I think, nor did we have early detection of heart disease. I think Dick Buckus is the one that hit him. Just a little hit. All right, well, we'll keep this going for an hour. Let's see what's going on Twitter really quick. This was an action-packed show. Be sure to hit that absolutely free like button. Cardano uses UTXO. Yeah, I knew that. This guy started following this guy. He's a pretty good follow. Good morning to everyone that owns their PFP. Charles Haskinson. I think he's making a joke at Charles Haskinson, who borrowed someone's PFP, right-clicked it. You wake up, hop on Binance and see this. What do you do? Who gives a fuck? I'm not on Binance. If I were CZ, I'd stick it up. Let's see. Billions of people haven't heard of Cardano yet. Yeah, okay. Stop judging people. This is Alex's favorite major 20. What? I mean, you're awful judgy all the time posting your fucking gym pictures. You're a very judgy person. So you got a lot of work, my friend. PayPal up nicely. I did. Oh, that reminds me. I did get a Tom Powell handle. Also, I got a my favorite ADA handle that I picked up over the weekend. This one's for you, Retro. Are you listening, brother? Are you there? Let me find it for you. Let's do this. I believe it's in... Oh, actually, we can just go here. I'm here, bitch. Actually, let's do this. Where's Indigo? Indigo. All right, let's make sure we're on the right wallet. We need to go to account list. We need to go down here. Account list. Activate. Go like that. And then we pop on over to Indigo. What the? This is going to be a small view of it, but I'll show you the bigger view. Oh, fuck's sake. This is taking too long. I'm very frustrated. Oh, here we go. Choose your ADA handle. See this one right here? Oh my goodness. If you want it, Retro, I'll give it to you. This is all you. That one's all you, brother. There was only 15 ADA. I was having too much fun. I'm in all kinds of ADA handles. We got bigdick.ada, tasty balls on this one. Let's go to this one. Thought it was on here. Ada.bros, bro.adas, diamond nuts. I can only... I don't know what this emoji is. I can only real purchase my guy. I don't... What is that emoji, bro? I don't speak millennial. Is that a... Oh, clap? I can only clap. All right, let's get back to Twitter. Oh, I love this one right here. Space is crazy. Rain on different worlds. Earth has water. Venus has sulfuric acid. Titan has methane. Neptune has diamonds. Is that true? Does it really rain diamonds? Shine bright like a diamond. HD189733b is glass. Ogle TR56b is liquid iron. That would suck. And Uranus rains semen. Oh, that was good. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, that was good, right? All right. World Mobile Update, 226 nodes. Staying at 226. I want to see more nodes. Russia has moved its nuclear bombers out of Ingalls to the Far East. That's not good. Pigs are the fifth smartest intelligent animal in the world. Thank you for letting me know that. Please stop saying bildle. Is that a new biddle? Is that like hodl, but build? Yeah, I agree with Bitboy on that one. ETH at 3 to 500 should be a good buying area. This well chart's posts a lot of dumb shit, but hopefully he's right on that one. Did you see Dana White smack it? No, shut up, bro. There's no way Dana White is on film smack it. Like, is he just... Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Dana White wife. Is there actual video? Are you rug pulling me? Dana club fight with wife on... Dana says there's no... Oh, okay. Chloe said... Oh, they're not going to show it. I mean, it's probably good that they don't show it, but...
I want to give this another shot. You want me to be honest with you?
TMZ presents Lamar Odom, Sex, Drugs, and Kardashians. Watch it now on Hulu.
Here comes a copyright strike. Thanks, Ricky. Oh! Oh! Man, hot take. If your wife hits you, I mean, women want equal rights. Like, where's the line? I'm serious. Where's the line? If a woman hits you, can you hit her back? Is it acceptable then? I don't know. I don't know. What's right and wrong here? They're going to be like assholes. Everyone has a different opinion. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get some porn in here. He gave her a baby slap. Yeah. Like in general, you shouldn't hit women. Like, but if he was drunk and... Now, if you would have continued to beat her ass, obviously, you know, that's a problem. This is probably up to her. I don't see a DA prosecuting. It's not going to be a good look for a while. He shouldn't have done it. It sounds like he says he was horribly wrong. But she instigated it. I mean, would he, like... Oh, I mean, that was... He's got a lot of meat behind his... Yeah, that was a little, like, more of a push away. Like, it wasn't like... You know, it wasn't that bad. But he admits he was wrong. Oh, he did it. He did. But he was more like, look, dude, obviously that ain't right. Not in real life. Everybody wants me to throw a fireball. The wife defended him after, said they were both hammered. Yeah, I like the second. Yeah, she must be taking some Muay Thai classes, huh? Yeah, if she defended him, then, like, what are you going to do? I mean, look. I'm sure everyone in this, every judgy prick in this chat has done worse, right? Everyone has made big mistakes in their life. All things considered, this wasn't fucking. You know what? What happened to? Shouldn't be swearing, but what's his face? Ray Rice. This isn't Ray Rice. This isn't. What's the running back from the Cincinnati Bengals? Most people don't know this one. Let's see. You want to see? All right. What's his name? God dang, I'm brain farting hard. He was from Oklahoma. Yeah, Mixon. You want to see? No one talks about this shit, and the guy's getting paid millions.
Guess what year this was, and you will know.
Let's see if this shit's still on. Yeah, you want to see a punch? There's Joe. There's smoking Joe Mixon right there. Let's compare punches. Dana White to this. This guy's playing in the NFL making millions. Look at this dude. Yeah, whore. Look at whore. Like, what the fuck do you do? Do you confront the guy? You'll get your ass kicked too. Ray Rice. Elevator. Let's see if this shit's still on. Elevator. How do you spell elevator? My God, I've become a horrible speller. Oh, I don't want... Oh, look at this, dude. Like, gruesome. Boom. Ended his career. You want to know the difference between this and Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon did it in college. Now, look at that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is way worse than... No, I don't know that it is way worse than Joe Mixon. Anyway, very sad. Very sad. Dylan? I'm not even going to repeat what... let's see. Nah, dog. Yeah, that's some heat. I'm not gonna. Only Bengals. No, Dylan. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Joe Mixon's her top running back. Joe Mixon stats. Chris Evans. Who is Dylan? Like, who's Dylan? What was that guy's name? Icky Woods? You're going to say Icky Woods next. All right, Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin continuing to go down. Ethereum, 1200. We came up against support. Is this the next leg down? We did come back up and back test this now. So is this going to be the dump now, Corey Dillon? That sounds familiar. Isn't he like kind of old and out now? Dude, like you guys, I tried. I don't know if it's going to be possible to keep the... I don't know. We just have too much fun. I will say at least there'll be a format. If you're new to the channel, we'll try it. We'll take a quick look at the markets. We'll get the news headlines out of the way. We'll take a look at Twitter, and then we shoot the shit. So if you don't, we won't waste your time in the beginning. And if you want to hang around and shoot the shit, that's great. Anyway, back to the grind. I got some big boy stuff to do today. Probably won't stream tonight. I will be doing more streams tonight, unless there's some like breaking news, or maybe the spirit moves me to stream tonight. I know we owe Ricky an Elon Musk video. I'm looking forward to that. There was actually another video out that I kind of wanted to react to. BitBoy, I think, did a video that I wanted to react to, but whatever. Or, DeFi After Dark is going to be a thing again going forward. I can see that growing. There's definitely going to be a lot of Cardano content. Anyway, I think we all agree we prefer to be slapped by Dana. Yeah. I mean, Dana was a professional boxer, so if he wanted to slap the shit out of you, he probably could. Anyway, I will be back. Worst case, 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there, or you're not for square. I love you all, and peace.